It's a main man here, double H, half trying to live, trying to exist, trying to stay alive, trying to be the best guy that I can be. So, guys, man, it is what it is. Welcome. It is good to see you here. And this is a little news roundup. I like to do these news roundups as live shows and so forth, just to give you guys just that extra Salini, just that extra little Salini, just to make you guys feel all good, sweet, lovely, and great. And to help me with this, I have my main man here, Eric, man. Eric Bloomer, what up?
Yo, how's it's been a while, man, since the last time.
It's been so how's life? Actually, wait. Are you based in the UK, Nigeria, man? Where are you actually based? Or is that a secret?
No, it's not. It's not. I'm based in the UK, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, are you based in London or in a place where you're the only black guy in your city?
Now that's yeah. I'm not in London. I'm actually far away from London.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Basically, say no more. Because
yeah.
you know what's funny? Because basically, I went to school in a place. I don't know where you I went to school in a place called Thiel, which is near Reading. And literally, in my school, there were I think there were 5 black people in my entire school. And in my class, in my year, because I think I still have the photo. So in my class, you basically see all white people. Then there's one yellow dot, which was my Japanese friend, and one black dot, which was me. So I was the only black guy in my year. So trust me, I know the feeling of where you're literally all I saw was just white. Everyone. So it was to the case of if I saw another black guy, I actually got nervous. I was like, whoa. Wait, what the hell are you doing here? Like, no. I'm supposed to be the only black guy here and so forth. So, bro, it's wild. And I don't miss this, man. Again, I love my white people. I hold it down to my Caucasian brothers, man. I love my Caucasian brothers, but I never want to be in a situation where I'm like the only black guy in there. Again, like a place where I'm one black guy, all white people. Nah, I don't really like that. That's not really my thing. So, guys, look, man, let me just say what's going to be happening on this show. We are going to be talking about Hazard and rumors about Hazard perhaps saying what's up in January. We're also going to be talking about the Rudiger contract situation. That's why I've got my man Eric to give me some expertise. Then Mbappe and Real Madrid about what could be happening there. Zidane to United. Could that be happening? The whole management thing. And we're hearing about Sterling and Javi wanting Sterling to reduce his wage in order for them to get him. But Sterling has said that he may prefer Arsenal as opposed to going to Barcelona, which I think is a bit wild, man. But we'll break that down and so forth. So, guys, remember again, shout out to our sponsors who I hope they're still sponsoring us. I have no idea. Manscaped, man. Shout out to Manscaped. Get your Manscaped stuff. Manscaped.com. 20% off using the code HHFH. And also as well, another app as well that's helping the show. It's called Curator. I mean, put that up in there, man. This app is called Curator, man. You can get it on the Google Play app or Apple Store, so forth. It's an amazing app. So if you're into movies, into movie trivia and so forth, download that app called Curator. And here he is, Mr. Magpie Studio. What up? What's popping, bro?
I'm dead.
Why?
No, I've literally just had my next just big exams. So I've literally just finished the day. It's done. It's over. It's finished. I'm free. So, but
so you're now free till
till what? Till March, I think.
Ooh, wow.
So yeah, I'm working obviously. So, but it's just.
But did you screw it up though? Did you?
I get my result in like a month's time. So,
bro, I tell you right now. I remember there was one. So basically, because I did science communication. So I did history and philosophy of science in UCL, but I then changed to science communication, bro. First of all, I had no idea because I just did it just to get a degree, bro. I have never felt so dumb than that first exam I had. Literally, I studied my page and you know what? I have no idea what's in here.
Yeah,
I only passed because of my coursework. If it was down to my exam, I would have failed with flying colors.
Yeah,
I would have failed with flying colors. Oh no, bro! I despise exams, bro. Bro, especially when you come from, and I'm sure you guys know, especially when you come from a Nigerian family. I remember taking my first GCSEs. I was so nervous, I was actually shaking. Because I was like, if I screw this up, like, I think either my mom or my dad will actually take a shotgun and shoot me.
Oh yeah, exactly. Like that's it's merciful. Like even can like disownment, you know. So like it just be it wouldn't go down well. And
no, but hopefully you did well. No, you sound like a smart guy. You sound like a smart guy. Oh yeah, wait. Did you see the message I?
Oh yeah,
on the Twitter inbox.
I got I responded to tweets. Yeah, I answered. Yeah,
cool. So guys, let's go to our first thing right now, which I'm sure it's everyone's favorite lovely topic. That, of course, is our dear friend, everyone's favorite neighborhood, Hazard. Here he is, Eden Hazard. So actually, no, I think I like this better. I think there was a post made by Fabrizio Romano. So I think Fabrizio Romano, he did like an interview with Footballer Espana, which is like a Twitter handle that I like to follow. And the guy was saying that, okay, what's happening with Hazard? So Romano was saying, look, Hazard is way down in the pecking order, and he is. If everybody is fit, Hazard doesn't start. Vini is now ahead of Hazard. Rodrigo is ahead of Hazard. So if Rodrigo and Vini are fit, they're fully ahead. And let's keep it real. I had my things about Vini from Argentina. After Vini did that, I've changed. That's what I'm a dribbling merchant. So right now, I'm now Team Vini. Hashtag Team Vini. After, because I've seen that skill he did about 10 times right now. So I'm now Team Vini. So the thing here is that the two clubs we've been hearing are Newcastle and Chelsea potentially in January. And I think we can all accept that the Hazard and Real Madrid storyline, it's over. It's finished. It's not going to be happening any more longer. But I want to confess to you, Eric, because personally speaking, just personally speaking, you know, I wouldn't mind Hazard coming back to Chelsea because I still feel that there is still a quality player here and a quality player who merely just needs to rediscover himself. So, Eric, as a diehard through and through Chelsea, proper Chelsea fan and so forth, is there any element of you that says, I think I can take back Hazard?
I have one condition, and that condition is a huge one because he needs to stay fit. He needs to be available. There's no way around it because we don't want another Pulisic in the squad. You know, Pulisic just got back from injury, and he's only played one match this whole season. So we don't want another situation like that. So the main thing for me is he needs to be fit. Whatever he does, he has to just be able to, play games. And that's the main issue he has right now. Nobody can doubt his talents. Everybody knows how talented he is, but no point being talented and being so good when you're at your best.
But Eric, let me throw you a scenario then. Let's just say now, this is not happening. Let me just throw you a scenario. He's fully fit. Let's say that a fully fit Hazard is available. Do you take him in January?
Okay, the next thing is the price.
Hey, this man, how much do you want, man? I mean, how many conditions, man? Jesus.
That's the price. I'm not sure. Okay, so would it be like a loan or permanent? It would have to be a loan. The way I'm saying it, it would have to be a loan, maybe with an obligation to buy, or maybe a loan with an option. Probably a loan with an option to buy because there's no. And then the wages. How much will he want? He's like on. He's on 400. I think he's on 400K a week right now, and we know Chelsea won't pay that. So there's so many things to consider, to be honest. And for me, it's just we have to just move on. It is what it is.
Okay, but let me ask you: so, would you, if the conditions are there, would you take a Hazard? That's what I want to know. Would you take a Hazard?
Okay, I would have to. Yes, I would say yes, based on the talents he has, based on what we've seen. When he's actually involved, I would say yes. But I can't expect him to be a starter week in, week out, because there's nothing that tells me that he's the player he used to be, even if he's fit. I don't know if he can be consistent. And we know that Tuchel is very strict he wants certain things out of his players. He wouldn't just allow Hazard to do what he wants on the pitch. So I don't think it would work realistically, but I would give it a try. Maybe like a loan thing, a loan deal for maybe 15 million.
So for a guy who gave Chelsea everything, you wouldn't bring him back home permanently, offer him safe haven, because this is a man that is lost. This is a man that is lost and maybe wants to come back home, and maybe coming back to familiar surroundings where he established himself as a top 5 Premier League player of all time, maybe can rekindle. That's the whole thing. Eric, I didn't crack a joke, so I don't know where you're laughing at. But
yeah, look, it would be a very nice thing to happen. Prodigal son coming back home, things like that. But just realistically, I just can't see it, man. He's just not. He's nowhere near where he used to be. I don't even know if he's as good as he used to be before.
Easy, Rocky, relax.
It's sad. I think the Newcastle one though, that sounds interesting.
Okay, before I come to Newcastle, so because that's where I want to bring in Magpies in here. So Miguel Rabinas, thank you for the drop. I'd take Hazard if we are offloading Ziyech. You see, that's fair. You see, for me, 100% that's fair. If Ziyech is being offloaded, 1,000%, I would take Hazard. And I don't, call me crazy and so forth. I'm willing to take my chances on Hazard than Ziyech, because Ziyech is straight trash. Ziyech is straight 100% trash. So we have to just keep that there. So for me, like that's the thing. So Magpies. Also shout out to Football Hub member Buddy, who says Vinny is clear of Neymar. Vinny is more on form than Neymar, but you're smoking crack if you say Vinny is just better than Neymar. If on form, fine, but hopefully you're not saying that overall, because that's how you're smoking crack. Magpie Studio, I know you rep Newcastle and so forth. Shout out to my Newcastle fam up there. Would you take, is Hazard to Newcastle, is that something that excites you?
Well, first of all, like massive U-turn on the etch, by the way. So like just go from guys.
What's
no, it's just the etch. Like the etch, and then to say the guy's trash. It's just interesting.
Can't you just leave stuff that's in the past in the past?
To your question, IHH, I think the first question actually, no one's actually asking is there a danger that Hazard will not start at the World Cup for Belgium? Like, is he going to be fighting for his place? Because if that's the case, then logically, it should actually be he should go to a team where he's going to get at least guaranteed game time. And in that sense, it
Wait. Magpie Studio. Hazard is the captain of Belgium.
Who's Hazard going to fight with? Carrasco? Who's he fighting with?
I mean, I know you're trying to be funny and humorous.
It's not really just is there danger?
But no. He's the captain. So that means he wears that thing that goes around your arm that says CAPTAIN.
Harry Kane is the captain for England, but if the dude keeps on like dropping a stinky for Spurs, who knows?
No. See, England is different. Even if Kane plays like a literal Class A brick, he's. Bro, so England is different, bro.
Okay, but I agree with that. I'm just sort of saying that, like, if there's a possibility he's in dangerous spot, or more importantly, just getting fit and just playing sort of regular games, then Newcastle might be the better option, because there's no guarantee that he is going to get that game time at Chelsea. Like you said, with injuries and stuff like that as well. So. I think the only thing obviously will be the price. Yes, Newcastle, but it
would be. But do you think it would be good for Hazard going to go to Newcastle?
Well, this is what I'm saying. So, from the point of view of the World Cup, in terms of regular game time, just sort of getting his confidence back, etc., and getting prepared for that, I think going to Newcastle will be better, because there's no guarantee he's going to just go into the Chelsea squad and do his thing, whereas he's going to be playing week in, week out for Newcastle. So that's the one advantage of going to Newcastle. However, Newcastle's situation is different with Chelsea's. They're currently we're right now in a relegation battle. So does Hazard have the, mental fortitude?
This guy's really saying, wait, this guy really saying.
I'm just saying.
I love how well you're playing this role. Like, and I love your
dedication
role.
Like,
I know. I respect the dedication to the role.
I'm a Newcastle fan, man. It is what it is. I live
Eric,
in Newcastle.
you know this is the Red Devil studio, by the way.
So just it is what it is. But yeah, like, does Hazard have the mentality to actually like play in like in a relegation battle, and he'll be probably one of the most experienced players that's in that team as well. So people will be looking up to him to be able to do stuff. So does he have the mentality to do that? I'm not entirely sure.
See, here's my thing. Let's see. I mean no disrespect to Newcastle or the people of Newcastle, but your arguments make sense in terms of you need to play regularly. Whether you play bad or well, you need to play regularly. You're not going to get that at Real Madrid. You're not going to be guaranteed that at Chelsea. At Newcastle, no matter what, even if you play badly, you're going to play based on you're just far better than any other alternatives. But the thing though is, psychologically, is it a step back for Hazard? Maybe it's a step back that needs to be made, but it hurts me that a guy who was top 3 in the world and was on the same level as Messi and Neymar when he was at his peak now is going to Newcastle. So that breaks my heart slightly.
But then again, could this be
you have to do what you have to do. You have to do what you have to do.
And also, could this be potentially, depending on the signings, be the beginning of something like new, if that makes any sense? You know, because obviously we know what Newcastle are going to do. It's going to take them time, but you know,
under your boy Howe.
You know, yeah, exactly. You know, so but it could, you know, it's about, I guess it's about perspective. You could potentially, because at the end of the day, Newcastle have a project. They're not going to be a relegation fodder team forever with the amount of money that's going into it. So we're going to a team that is basically now the beginning, starting an interesting project that you are actively going to be a part of. You're going to be getting a good salary as well. You know, so yes, you could say maybe it's mercenary-ish, but it's not like they've got no direction. Like he's just going to Norwich or whatever. Yeah. He's going to them. So maybe Hazard could think like that. Listen, you know, last club, let's be real, I'm not going to be going to any major big top clubs anytime soon, really. Maybe this could potentially go somewhere. You know what I mean? So, and at least I'd rather be in this camp than be rotting on the bench at like a Chelsea or was confined to reserves or whatever. You know what I mean? So,
I mean, Eric, is there anything else you want to add to this?
Yes, there is, because he probably doesn't want to play for, you know, Newcastle. Going from Madrid to Newcastle is it's a step down in almost every way. But I'm just thinking, if he's in that team, because I never thought Newcastle would get relegated this season, but as time goes on, it might happen. It really might. I don't think.
Whoa! So you're saying Hazard could be in a relegation team?
No, but if they sign Hazard, he might actually help them stay up. And imagine Hazard on one wing and then
Red Devil makes a key point. Is Hazard the kind of player you want in a relegation battle? Which is a very different thing mentally and psychologically.
I think he would just do what he does, you know, because he's not the kind of person who is so huge with he doesn't really prioritize trophies and being the best in the world and things like that. So I think he would just, you know, play his game and he would help them stay up. It would be very interesting to watch.
And to be fair, Eddie Howe, where was it? Like he was a good coach. People I think don't look him favorably because like he eventually got relegated ball, but he kept them up for like 5 seasons with like scraps. So eventually they were going to go down at some point because they weren't going to get investment. So with that type of coach, you know, can at least semi-improve players, you know, and as you said, with Saint Maximin and Hazard on those wing flanks, as well as the Arsenal guy who's actually put there. Is it Joe Willock? I think it is.
Oh yeah, Willock.
Something like that. Like Newcastle have a decent attacking lineup that at the very least they should be able to, like, you know.
Wait. Mark Price, can you make up your mind? Is it Newcastle or is it we? Sometimes I hear we, sometimes I hear Newcastle.
I can interchange.
I hear Newcastle. You can't interchange. No, you can't interchange.
It's like
consistency. Please be consistency. Please be messy. Be messy.
It's like how you can say Hazard is a bum and can never be compared to Neymar. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that in a way.
Okay. So, look. Let's keep this moving. So, guys, to something a little bit different right now. Something a little bit different. Little change of speed. I want to start with this image, and then I want to go to another image because Eric, I'm coming to you first. But I want to start with this image first because this image is just to introduce the story, and then I'm going to come out. So and the image I'm going to show after this, guys. So live chats, I'm going to warn you. The image I'm going to show after this is going to shock you. So put away any knives, drinks, or so. Make sure you're not eating because you will choke if when I show you the image after this. You've been warned. So there is currently a contract dispute at Chelsea with Rudiger. Rudiger wants to get paid more. Chelsea don't want to give him the amount of money. Rudiger feels like he deserves more. Chelsea wants to maintain a certain wage structure. What makes it worse is Bayern Munich are on the prowl. And Bayern are willing to meet Rudiger's wage demand as long as they can get him on a free. So if Rudiger doesn't sign that contract extension and so forth, Chelsea seem to be happy that they'll let him go for a free. And Bayern, who are very careful of their wage structure, say, we can pay that wage only in the condition that we don't have to fork out that amount of millions to actually buy you off. So it's worked as well for Bayern.
Yeah.
And in my view is, now I've heard, well, how good is Rudiger really? How good is Rudiger in a back four? Chelsea don't play back four. Chelsea play what they freaking play. And Rudiger is pivotal to this formation. This isn't about money. This is about respect. It's not about money. It's not about being greedy. It's about respect. Because what you pay me is how much you value me. It's how much you value me. Of course, Rudiger is fine with the wages on, but it's like, no. And this is when the other image comes through is why are certain people paid more than me? And guys, I told you that I'm going to bring you up something that's going to shock you guys. And again, guys, you've been warned. This
you bring up the Chelsea wage structure. I was going to just get that up.
So, guys, I want to do this very slowly. So,
I think it's like Timo Werner. Must be. I think it's the third highest.
So, Lukaku, as you see here, is on
highest.
300. Lukaku is on 325,000.
I have a quick question about that. When was the last time Lukaku scored?
Magpie Studio.
No, it's just see him the highest wage earner, and the fact that
Eric, what is Eric? You see what Magpie Studio is doing here? Like,
it's just a question. It's just a question.
Look, the guy he's a clown, and he's a clown. Look,
it's a question that I'm not going to answer. It's a question I'm not going to answer. You know.
Continue.
So yes, I will continue actually. So before I was rudely interrupted. So guys, oh shit, what the fuck? Wait. So the wage structure here. So we have Lukaku, who is on 325,000. Kante, 290,000.
That's fine.
Guys, you see, look, all this freaking ads. Get away from me, man. Oh my god. Guys, I'm sorry about these ads, man. These ads are pissing me off. But what's very key here that you guys must see is Timo Werner, 272,000.
Wait, Saul Niguez is on. Forget Timo Werner. How did Saul Niguez?
Red, I'm getting there. Don't worry. Don't worry, my friend. I'm getting there. Let's first deal with. Look, I can see Saul. Let's first deal with Timo Werner. Eric, can you see how much is on? Eric, how much? Can you please read what Timo Werner is on?
I just want to put a caveat. There's a caveat that
there's no caveats. There's no caveats. Read it quickly. Sorry,
okay.
read.
Okay.
How much is that?
He's on 272,000, with the assumption that he would be a 20-goal a season.
No.
Player.
Eric, how much? Please, for the audience, how much? So, what was it again?
272,000.
So a week, yeah.
Yeah.
He has a goal in the Champions League semi-final, man.
Eric, now this one, Saul. Yeah. How much Saul is on for the
this one shocked me. I have to say, this one
good. Read it.
198.
Oh wait,
198.
No. Eric,
hold on.
Please read
hold on.
The full figure.
Is this true though? If you're only paying half of his wages, then it's irrelevant, isn't it?
I don't think
Double
we're
check
paying
that.
half his wages.
I don't care.
Maybe we're I'm not sure.
198 because I don't have any confirmation there. 198 269. 272,000. Now, Eric, you were saying that there's like a caveat that he was paid that because he scored some amount of goals.
It's from the signing. It's from the initial signing. So they can't
signing. So I can't what? I can't what? What can't I do? Eric is free. Eric, I can do anything I want. Eric is free. I can do anything I want. I can't what? I can't what? What?
Easy. The club can't change the salary. You know, he's still under contract. He'll get a new contract maybe, and then the salary would reduce. So, but they can't change it now.
Let me now go further down because I want us to now look at Kepa is on 155,000. Chil is on 190,000. And if you go down to Rudiger, oh Lord, this thing is now blocked, man. Oh Lord,
man.
Mason Mount is grossly
no. Basically, I know. Basically, he's on 100,000. Rudiger is on 100,000. He's on basically Rudiger is on 100,000, and Timo Werner is on 272. So, guys, my fellow people, members of the jury, content crack addicts, if you're Rudiger and you had the kind of performance that you had at that for that season for Chelsea, wouldn't you feel slightly aggrieved?
We know that this is not how it works, man.
How does this work?
We know that salary isn't based on how good you actually are for your team. It's not always like that.
But salary is also based on value.
Yeah, but the initial value,
because when people negotiate new contracts.
Do you see this? Do you see this, HH? This is Mason Mount's salary. I mean,
he's not. He won't. No, he won't talk about it. It's fine. He won't mention it. But I'll remind him.
Where's he gone?
Reminded. I don't know. He just disappeared, man. Look, he was asking me about. What was he even asking me about?
He's done it again.
The Rudiger thing. Look,
Rudiger thing.
We know that. I mean, it's not even worth talking about. Look at Kepa's salary. Look at where Kepa is. Kepa is 155, and that's not based on now. That's based on when he was signed.
He signed, exactly. Yeah, I know.
We can't. It just is what it is, man. What are we going to do about that? And then the whole thing about the club not wanting to upset the wage structure and all that. You know, there's a way they do things, and they won't change it. Rudiger will never get anything like 200 or 200 plus. It won't happen.
No, and this is the difference. For example, compared to a team like Manchester United, is that like they have no problem breaking their wage structure, and so it is important. You know, even teams like Bayern that he's going to, you know, which is why they're doing it. They're like, you know, we're not gonna. They couldn't afford to get not that Bayern couldn't afford to it, but in order to maintain their disciplined wage structure, they said, right, okay, we'll sign you at the end of this when you are on a free, and then we'll pay you wages within our wage structure, which makes a lot of sense. So I don't think that it's I mean, that could potentially be changing. Obviously, Lukaku's on free, will sound for 325. So I don't know whether when it comes to new new up and coming signings, whether that same discipline is going to like be there, if that makes any sense. Like, I don't know if Mbappe becomes available and you're like, oh no, screw it, we're going to sign Mbappe.
Exactly. Yeah, very unlikely. Chelsea are very unlikely to do that. You know, Lukaku was a very special case, and the fact that he cost so much money meant that the wage had to go with it. You know, it had to be high like that. I didn't even realize it was that high, but it does make sense. And you know, Rudiger, obviously, he hasn't quite hit the heights, but there's a lot of context around it, which is why when people want to, you know, go down his throats and tell me that he's this and he's that, there's so much surrounding it that I can't just look at it in one way and say, oh yeah, Lukaku is the problem, when the players around him aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing. So
one of the things I did that, you know, Red Devil sort of said and talk about it was that if you look at Manchester United, it was a kind of a similar thing where
I'm back. Yeah.
Wow.
Wait. What actually happened to me?
I don't know what
disappeared, man.
You just disappeared, man. You just
Oh, you know what I think? Because I think when I was doing that, because there were so many ads on that page, it just messed everything up. It just completely messed everything up. So wait, who was speaking?
We were just
Yeah.
reviewing the wage structure, and then the different
Okay, no,
players.
yes, okay, so please, no, okay, guys, okay, Eric, and then I'll come to you, Magpie. So Eric, please explain to me how some dude is on 272,000, and he's on thingy thou. No, but that's what it was. Is Rudiger's thing form, or is it no? This guy is extremely valuable.
Look.
I get it. Slippery slope.
What's the saying? Form is temporary. I mean,
Class is permanent.
The level of consistency, the fact that some people actually think, I hope these people are not out there, and if they are, hopefully they're not expressing their views too openly. But if you still think that Rudiger is on form after almost a year, I think it's about a year. I don't know how long. Maybe, I don't know, January till November. Okay, it's not quite a year, but it's a long time, man. You can't call that form.
Yeah.
The dude has been he's world class. I don't care if, back 3 tags, say whatever he wants. Rudiger is world class. He's literally one of our best players, and you cannot convince me that level of consistency for how many months he's just in good form. No, Tuchel is getting the best out of him. Yes, he's better in the back three, but he's also doing what he's supposed to be doing. He's also world class. So I don't really care about that back three talk. It doesn't mean anything to me. So I think he's one of our most important players, and the wages should reflect it. But we know that it doesn't. And if you look at that list that you were showing before, if you notice, the defenders are paid the least. They are paid the lowest amount of money. Look at Christensen's wages. Look at Thiago Silva.
That is true.
So you can say the same argument for many people, but it's just the way the club is right now. Certain players who we thought would be better, like being paid more and things like that. It's very weird, and there's also the whole thing with amortization, and we don't know exactly how.
Actually, wait, Eric, sorry to interrupt you. Bring up the list again. I've just spotted something which even you've got to admit is still criminally insane though. Just bring up the wages thing again. I've my share screen.
Okay.
Yeah. This Mendy, man, 52,000.
That's crazy.
Oh, come on, no.
Crazy.
Come on, that's crazy. Like even no. Even I get the whole signing thing, but 52,000.
Look. Good thing he's a Chelsea fan, man. He was.
No. But see, that's like a case of where you have to renegotiate that. Like even look at the last question. But like my thing is like even look at your boy what's his face Reece James 58,000. Even look at your boy who people say that I hate, Mason Mount, 88,000. Because like there are a lot of those wages that that need to be completely and totally renegotiated, man, for sure. But Mendy, man, bro, that's insane.
Wild now. 52,000, man. That's just wow.
And I think it's the funny thing is I think it's connected with the Kepa thing, because they probably say because imagine paying all that money for a backup keeper. To pay Mendy more, they'll probably think, you know what, we probably have to let Kepa go first, and then we can pay Mendy similar wages to what Kepa is getting right now. Honestly, so yeah.
Jeez, you're right. It's like this guy's a Chelsea fan, because there's so many teams would be like, yeah, we'll offer you 100,000, we'll offer you 150,000, yeah, we'll offer you. So yeah,
I mean, no. But basically, okay. Do you? Because before I take some of these dubs, do you think that he joins Bayern? So basically, do you think he basically leaves Chelsea? Do you think that Chelsea say, nah, you're not going to say what's up? Get the hell out of here.
Look, we will cross that bridge when we get there. And
there's no crossing bridge. I want to know now, man. Please.
Yeah, I know. But when it happens, and I think it's going to happen, there's going to be a lot of heated words, and Twitter is going to be a very unpleasant place again. As it usually is.
It always is.
Yeah, it always is. Yeah, but look, this Rudiger thing, man. People, I'm going to be very upset. and I'm going to be making my views very clear. And I think it will happen. Honestly, unfortunately, I think he will leave. I think he'll get.
So you think that it's going to be a case where like he actually does leave?
He won't even get sold. I almost said get sold. He'll just go on a free, which is very.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I mean, no, that is insane. No, because what I heard is that they say, "Oh, bro, if you're gonna act all crazy like this, we could very easily go for delict and so forth, man." Which for me, you're just being rude there. You're just being completely rude. So let me just take some of these dubes, man. So where are we at? Let me take from your boy Real Deal Man, who says, "Rest in peace, Young Dolph. HHB safe and stay in the moment, man." Yeah, man. Rest in peace to Young Dolph. I think he was a rapper who was shot and killed while going to get some cookies and so forth. So, yeah, man. Very, very sad, man. Condolences to his family, man. Yeah, very sad. Detroit Roxley says, "Bayern will liberate Rudiger from hostage FC. # free AR." Wait, Eric and Magpies. Again, my memory is a bit hazy. Can you please remind me, what was the score in the 2012 UCL final?
Wasn't it 1-1? Was it?
Yeah. And who won on penalties?
The king of Stamford Bridge.
And also, but where was the game played?
Oh, at Bayern's ground, of course. That's at Bayern's backyard.
To be fair, Bayern do have several trebles, so.
No. I mean, no. But
kind of put it all in context.
Magpies like this because I'm actually going to see the docs. I'm actually being stressed. I'm seeing the docs because I've got like bad memory and so forth. So
okay.
I want to go to be sure whether Chelsea beats Bayern Munich at the Allianz Arena in their own home ground, and Schweinsteiger missed a penalty in front of his own fans. So I just wanted to be sure. But Detroit, I think that's what happened though. So again, my mind would be hazy.
They'll talk about having more Champions Leagues than Chelsea and all the rest of it. So it's like it's in the context, you know.
From LSK Lax says, "This man was wearing his beanie over his shades." Whilst can you worry about scoring some goals for Content Craft FC and keeping us in Division 6? Or is it Division 5, man? Please focus on that first, please, and before you talk about being over my shades. From Mr. Michael Oguyakin, who says, "Mendy was on 15,000 at Rennes. 52,000 is a big pay rise from Marina. Don't do that. See, I hate when people do that. So now you're saying that, he should feel privileged and happy of his big pay rise. No, don't do that. He is top. He is on form. Mendy's top 3. It's Courtois, it's Mendy, and then you can maybe throw in either De Gea or Neuer or so forth. But he is on form, top 2. It's him and Courtois who are on form. So don't give me that crap of like, you were on 15,000, you're on 15,000, so you should be happy with your big price. No, get paid what you deserve based off of your quality. If you are one of the best keepers in the world, I want to see at least 100,000. Minimum 100. 52,000 for a guy who is 50. Do you know how good this guy's been? If not for Mendy, Chelsea lose that game to Brentford. Do you see what he even did in the freaking Champions League? So don't just. And the thing about Mendy is like, I'm not sure that Mendy is the kind of guy who'll be like, yo, my guy, can I? What's going on here? So because see, Mendy, you be the nice guy. I'll fight for you. Pay the man. Pay him what he deserves.
How long?
Pay him what he freaking deserves.
How long is his contract? Because Kepa's was something ridiculous, like 7 years.
Yeah, no, like Kepa's like for 20 years.
But how long was Mendy's?
I think it's 5, but they can renegotiate and increase the wages. Which
that's what I was going to. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. So, but yeah.
From your boy Ice Freeze says, "H, did you kidnap someone, bro? #Taliban for football." Ice Freeze, you're talking to a UCL winner. Have some respect when you address a freaking UCL winner, you absolute freaking loser moron. Lies freeze you, dickhead. From your boy Miguel Rabinez says, "Bold prediction: Arsenal will baptize United." But they're not playing this weekend though. It's Arsenal against Liverpool. And Magpies, aka Red Devil Studio, I'll be real with you. Arsenal could do something. Arsenal could do because last I checked. Wait, aren't Arsenal ahead of United?
Yep.
From what I can see in the table,
they're ahead of United. Yeah,
I'm sure that.
Yep.
From obviously from the Premier League table says that's
from what it says. Okay, cool. Yeah. No, because I just wanted to be sure, man. So, guys, what are we doing here? Sorry. So we're moving on very swiftly. See, guys, I have to move on to a whole new setup here, man. So, guys, I think you know who this dude might be, man. I don't know, like, maybe you know who this dude, because I'm not sure that you know who this dude is. So let me just. Do you know who this dude is?
I think it's called.
Wait. Do you know who this guy is?
Yeah, I think it's called Donatello. Yeah.
Magpies. Do you know who this guy is?
Now correct me if I'm wrong.
Magpies, don't get funny. Magpies. You're not.
It's just all I'm sorry. It's difficult to get past that missed penalty and offside goal. Those are the two things that I struggle to get past in that, like his missed penalty against Switzerland.
Wait, offside what?
That offside goal in the Conference League.
Sorry, yeah. Oh, sorry. When him scoring the winning goal to give France
offside,
that one. Yeah, I forgot that. Yeah.
But
the winning goal for the Nations League. Yeah.
So long as they don't face Switzerland again, it's okay.
The Nations League as well. Yeah, did he score in the World Cup final? Wait, guys, live chat. Did he score in the World Cup final? Live chat. Did he score in the World Cup final? I don't know. Eric, did he drop a two-piece while Messi was on the pitch in a World Cup knockout? Live chat. Hold live chat. What up?
How many years ago was that?
Did he drop a two-piece? Did he drop a two-piece while Messi was on the same pitch?
How many years ago was that now? That sounds like it was ages ago.
That's interesting.
Was quite ago.
Do you want Danzo? Don't do that. You're talking to a World Cup winner. Don't do that. You're talking to a World Cup winner. So, guys, room around the campfire. I'm going to confess to you with my play with this is that. So, the story is Real Madrid believe that they're going to get him on a free. Hence why they're not going to go for a bid in January.
Yeah.
And I thought that PSG were stupid. And you see, for me, I never knew where, because remember, Mbappe has never really publicly spoken about his thoughts about, what do I do? Am I here? Am I there? All that kind of stuff. But he had like an interview about missing the penalty at the Euros, where he said, I already have the World Cup, it doesn't matter. And then he said about, it took a lot of mental strength, and I learned from having a failed transfer. So this is now, because again, you can't trust Madrid and those clowns. So when you say that learning from a failed transfer, you can definitely say he definitely wanted to make the move to Real Madrid. So the fact that he definitely wanted to make the move in the summer, he ain't signing that contract, which shows how. Here's the thing again: were PSG stupid, or are PSG banking on M&M giving them the UCL this season? Which is like fine. It could work out because Mbappe definitely wants to win the UCL, and I think you have a great bet with that front three if they're all firing of winning the UCL this year. But it does seem to me as if Real Madrid are going to get Mbappe for a free, and it is such a horrendous financial move on PSG's part. This is one of the most talented football players on our planet, and he's going to leave you for a free. This is a guy that's worth 300 mil minimum. Whoa!
Wait,
what do you mean by whoa? Chat. Am I capping? Is that cap?
300? You think Mbappe's worth 300 million?
Eric, am I? Is that cap, Eric? Yes or no? Is it based on his age and his talents and his ceiling and his projection? Am I? If Neymar can go for 220, why can't he go for 300?
I'm not sure, man. I thought he declined. So would you pay 300 million for a declined player?
Wait, Eric. Yeah. Can you speak up again? What? What trash came out of your mouth? What did you say?
Somebody called HH not too long ago told me that Mbappe declined. So
hold on. Wait. Was that before or after the Nations League?
The nation. Did you just say the Nations League?
Eric, ask him. Eric, ask him. Was that before or after the Nations League? Eric, I'm not speaking Mandarin. Eric, I'm not speaking Mandarin, and I'm not speaking what those guys spoke in Eternals. Did I say that's before or after the Nations League?
The Nations League, was that Nations League?
Nations League.
The competition.
Did I say that's before or after the Nations League?
The competition that Ronaldo won.
Yeah, exactly. The competition that Ronaldo won, and you have to acknowledge him for. Is that the same competition?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look,
Eric.
the Nations League is. I'm sorry, we can't. It's not a relevant.
Rick B. I said that before the Nations League.
Okay.
After the Nations League, when he literally single-handedly inspired France to beat Belgium and Spain, winning yet another title for France, this kid is worth 300 mil. Let me repeat it for you clowns in the live chat. And I'm spoken to you bum-ass clowns with your trash goats. He's early 20s, World Cup winner, high ceiling, high projection, already has many achievements. He's worth 300 mil. Am I crazy or am I not crazy?
You might be slightly crazy.
Okay, how much is he worth?
Look, it doesn't even matter.
Live chat. If you guys think you're clever in live chat, how much is Mbappe worth? How much is he worth?
Is he worth getting sold early? That's what you need to ask. So is it a better decision to sell him? You know, I don't know when they were supposed to sell him before now.
No. Basically, this summer was when there was Real I think Real bid like 100 and something mil. And PSG said no.
PSG are not they don't care about money.
Yeah.
The most important thing is the player, right? So if I was PSG, who, you know, money is an object for them, you know, they just splash the cash and they don't care. So for me, it makes more sense to keep the player as long as possible than to sell him for any kind of amount of money, because that's not the point. The whole point is the player himself. It doesn't matter about making a loss or, you know, losing the player is the biggest loss. So that's probably what they're doing.
Magpies, thoughts on this, bro?
Oh God, Mbappe. If Mbappe misses, man, oh God.
Oh, whoa. Magpies, that's messed up, man. Magpies, that's messed up.
Oh man.
Magpies. Oh, that's messed up, man. That's messed up.
The pain.
Oh my God.
That's no. That's
man.
No, you know what? That's I think you just crossed the line there.
Oh Jesus Christ in heaven, man.
You weren't particularly happy here.
Fucking hell.
No, Magpies, I think you crossed the line there. See, that's just messed. Guys, this is beyond bullying now.
Oh my God in heaven.
Yeah, so you know I'm gauging by your reaction. From when I see that, does that say to me that a player is worth 300 million? Unfortunately not. And that was obviously a reaction to Mbappe missing his penalty against Switzerland. So
in the Euros, the competition
Euros,
that actually matters, yeah. Not the Nations League.
And there wasn't even an emergency hangout for that either, which I thought was quite disappointing. So yeah, in answer to your question, HH, 300 million? No, I don't think you can't cause someone that much grief and at the same time say that they're worth 300 million.
When last did United win a major trophy?
It's just what What does United have to do with Mbappe?
I know it's a question. When has United win a major?
No, I
trophy?
just don't know where the relevance is because we're talking about Mbappe.
Are you going to answer the question or not? When has United win a major?
I'll answer the
trophy?
question in the relevant topic. Right now, we're talking about Mbappe and his prospects because I'm addressing your question of is he worth 300 million? Which, from your reaction, and
Did
from
you
what
lose to
I've
Villarreal in like a Europa League final?
seen, we
Did
This is Magpie
Mbappe
Studio.
exactly? It's Magpie
No, I just
Studio.
want to know. I want to know whether you
I
lost.
don't know what this.
I want to know whether you lost to Villarreal in a Europa
We
League
weren't
final.
playing. We weren't playing in the Europa League. Okay, like
I just want to
chill
know whether you
out.
lost to Villarreal in a Europa League final. Like, did
Newcastle
like
didn't know.
did they like concede like 11 straight penalties or something like that? Like 11.
Just so
straight
you're aware, Newcastle weren't playing in Europe last season. In case you didn't know, Newcastle weren't playing in Europe last season. You know, we actually finished 12th, actually, just in case you weren't aware.
Wait, Mark, look.
But I'm just addressing your question, bro. Like you said to me, like, is he worth 300 million? Where should he go? I don't think he's worth 300 million based on certain events and even recent events. To be honest, like I don't think he's been okay, you know, in the Champions League, but ultimately, yes, of course, the dude is going to go for free. To address your comments on like the PSG financial situation, PSG's financial situation last time I checked was perfectly fine. They can spend that amount of money, and like this is the thing with a lot of these clubs that are owned by nations. Basically, is that like you can let players that you spend X, Y, and Z go. Obviously, he's made money back on shirt sales and advertisements on the rest of it, but still, like it's not like these clubs aren't run to generate profit. Like they're run for success, for achievements. So you can let an Mbappe, Neymar, etc. go for free, as long as you can bring in additional talent like next season. So he'll go to Madrid, and I think Madrid, you know, potentially, and I think we said this was it last year when the transfer window closed, that you know Madrid could potentially sign Pogba, Mbappe, you know, for free, and then you still have change to pay for like a what's his name, thingy from Dortmund. Why is his name Haaland? Sorry, from Dortmund, you know, and then some. So if you're a Real Madrid fan, it's probably going to be quite exciting because a lot of players you can get.
Are you done?
I'm finished. HH. Yeah.
Thank you. Hassan, I'm not that stupid, bro. Okay. Hassan, I may be gullible, but I'm not that gullible. Okay. I'm not that gullible. I may be gullible, Hassan. I'm not that gullible. Thank you for the dub, Hassan. I thank you for your patronage, but Hassan, I find it quite rude that you think I'm not stupid. I find that quite rude that you think I'm not stupid. So yes, I may be well gullible. I'm not that gullible. So look, guys, what I'm saying is that I think that the sooner we get Mbappe and Benzema, the better, because I think that Algerian connection needs to be popped off now. So guys, we're not here on this, man. So Sterling is a very strange case. There's some weirdos in this chat, man. Sterling is a very weird. Sterling is a very weird case, man. And gosh, I can't get a comment in my head. Okay, so look, Eric. Here's the deal. You're Raheem Sterling. You're not guaranteed any position at Man City. You have three options. Do you stay at Man City and try to fight for your place at Man City? Do you remain in England? Specifically, you go to London and you join Arsenal under Arteta, maybe it's topsy-turvy, or maybe it's a bit up and down. You go to Barcelona and with your boy Javi, and then you now see what's up there. What do you do?
Wow. Difficult to say, man. Sterling is he's a unique case, and he really fits what Pep is doing right now, which is it's why it's so confusing that Pep seems to want to let him go. I'm not sure what happened there behind the scenes, but maybe it's one of those situations where more will be revealed after he leaves. But personally, I'm not even looking at any of those clubs. I'm hoping that he comes to Chelsea, honestly, because
Okay, hold up. Now, okay, first of all, wait, hold that thought. Have Hope Stepson says, how do you say Zad has a big up? Have Hope Stepson, are you well? Is everything fine, bro? That's what I want to know. Is everything fine at home? I hope everything is fine up in your brain and everything. I just hope everything is fine, bro. But yeah, Eric, please continue and just ignore that trash that came up on the screen, please. Thank you.
yeah, look, why would he go to any of these clubs when the European champions potentially might be interested?
Okay. So Eric, so you rate Sterling as a footballer in 2021?
Yeah, look, Sterling is a good footballer. He's a huge upgrade on someone like Werner, for example, and he's also he's not in he's the farthest thing from injury prone you can think of. So we don't need to worry about him getting injured every 5 seconds, like somebody else who I will not mention.
Easy.
Look, Sterling is. I would love to have Sterling at Chelsea. I really would. I think we'll be able to get so much out of him. He does what a lot of players in our team don't do. He's very decisive in the final third, and he will score those goals. He has proven it. He has the movement, and he will score.
So okay. So if Sterling is at Chelsea, who does he displace?
One or two people. I don't know. I don't want to name names, but he'll displace a certain.
No, Eric. Hashtag honesty. Name the names.
Okay.
No. Name the names. Don't. Who does he displace? Who?
He displaces. Look, to be fair, those people have already been displaced by Callum, in my opinion. So for me, Callum is our starter on that left hand side, or the left 10. But Sterling might be ahead of him. So Sterling and then Callum and then whoever behind them, doesn't matter.
Wait, so where does Mason Mount play?
I think Mount will play on the right. He'll be the right-sided 10. Yeah.
So where does Sterling play?
The left.
So Havertz, sure, all these guys are on the bench.
Yeah. Lukaku up front, Havertz as the sub-striker. Yeah.
Magpies, Sterling, what does this man do?
Oh, I don't know if it's Sterling, to be honest. I mean, what's his name? Gareth Southgate still loves him, so he plays him. He's his favorite guy.
Magpies, your Lord and Savior, dropped 10 on San Marino, man. So come on, man. I want to hear the gates. I mean,
our son. And let's not go into whether San Marino actually. That's just
Magpies. Let's not. A guy runs an olive oil company and is going to play a football match. Let's not. We'll continue.
It's got a student there as well, man. Just like sitting his GCSEs or something, playing
lawyer,
factory
worker.
So, like as a note for that, I there's a part of me that thinks that. That like it would be nice. I know it's a separate topic, but just like when it comes to the World Cup, where like would it be fair, almost like you have like with the Nations League, where you have like this almost like tier system, where whether like maybe going in the future with the World Cup, so that where you have something similar like that, where you have like the World Cup as like the top, and then you have kind of lower ones, but people can still participate. But that's just that's a separate thing. I just think that would work better and be more competitive, like the Nations League is.
I don't know. Personally, I believe San Marino shouldn't even compete because you shouldn't be allowed to compete if you can't field 11 professional players.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. I'm just thinking like with the way that like the UEFA Nations League is like structured, for example, it's done in a way that like the teams are basically playing against teams with similar abilities. So the game's obviously a lot more better and a lot more tense and competitive than just this, right, yeah, we're going to just spend qualifiers and tournaments pairing this one big supergiant to this one mini. And yes, okay, maybe once every so often that mini team might cause an upset, but generally speaking, that's not going to happen. So having something where you have almost like a tiered international system might actually be better in the long run than just this one big tournament. But anyway, that's a side topic. As far as Sterling's concerned, man, I mean, at the end of the day, the thing with Sterling is that he's still a good squad player. Is he necessarily like
squad player?
Yeah, a squad player. So a squad player for Manchester City in particular. I agree with Eric in that like he definitely goes ahead of some of the bums that you have in that starting lineup for Chelsea, and like Havertz, Timo Werner.
You see how you mentioned Havertz first.
Wait. Hold on, no, wait. Hold on. Did you just call the guy who scored the Champions League winning goal a bomb?
Who gave him this?
Eric, did I hear that's right? Eric, did he just call a guy who scored the Champions League winning goal a bomb?
Who gave him the assist? Who gave him the assist? By the way?
You see the way this guy moves. You're talking about Havertz. Does Havertz play in one of those positions? Havertz plays as a striker. So you see your agenda. You just expose yourself.
Sterling can play as a number 9 striker. He did that quite.
A guy who's not Eric. Ask him when last he saw a trophy. Eric, ask him when last he saw a trophy.
No.
You can't mention Havertz, man. You can't do that. That's very disrespectful.
Bloody cobwebs, you United trying to talk about bombs.
No, it's not really. I mean,
you continue, man.
Is he really worth 100 million? But that's a separate topic. But anyway, you know, at the end of the day, like Sterling's a good squad player for Manchester City. I still think that he could. There's no hate at all. Where's the hate? There's no hate at all. I think that Sterling could fit into Chelsea squad and make an impact, no problem. But I just think, as far as City's concerned, I still think he's a good enough squad player for City that I just don't think it would be wise to let him go unless they're like going to bring in someone that's, you know, on par and better, really. I mean, they want to sign Kane, but obviously Kane is not, it's not the same player. So yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Like
wait. What do you mean like Kane is in the same player? Didn't he drop 4 against a lawyer and then Oliver Company?
I mean, let's be real. Sterling was England's player of the tournament. In fairness to him, like we keep on saying he's a bad, but in that tournament he was. So this is what I'm saying. It's like,
but maybe he's a system merchant. Maybe that just means he's a system merchant.
How? Because the system that he's played well under Pep, and then what's his name? Southgate has a completely different system. So he's clearly not a system merchant.
But why hasn't he been doing well for Pep? Because maybe it's a case of where
But that's what I'm saying.
You did well before, but now they've now come. Look at Bernardo Silva, for example. Great into form, went out of form, was literally about to leave City, back into form. He's now one of City's most important players.
Yes, maybe that's it. Maybe it's just the increased competition. But I guess what I'm saying is that, even when we look at like someone like Mahrez, for example, what's happened to Mahrez? Like Mahrez's form is out. So I don't know. I just think it's that certain team players coming in out of form and stuff like that, but it doesn't mean that like he's now become garbage. Is what I'm trying to say. Like, it's like I wouldn't be surprised if come winter break and he hasn't run a couple of games, you start to see Sterling come back again. Is my point. Like it's not that he's played. It's not like we're not talking about like Eden Hazard here, man. In terms of this guy's dropping brick.
Why does everything come back to this?
It's just
can't be left alone.
You just need the bar to compare it to. He's not that. He's not playing his best football, but he's definitely not like.
Yeah, and the whole thing with Bernardo Silva as well. If what Pep said in that documentary is to be believed, Bernardo Silva is trapped, man. He's not going anywhere. So
what did he say in the documentary?
Yeah, he said like something like, as long as I'm at City, Bernardo Silva will be here with me. Something like that. So yeah, he isn't going anywhere, man.
Let me take a few of these weirdos. Half Hope Stepson says the directness of sling is crucial. Mom's mad at you. Half Hope's honest opinions. I don't know. I've got no response. Half Hope's honest opinions. My Zad is coming back home and enjoy Taliban ball. Eric, why are people? Because Eric, I've never seen jealousy to this degree in my life before. I've never seen a Champions League winner with so much hate than Chelsea. And Eric, you know what it is? I'm sorry.
Wait, hold up.
I'm
You said
sorry.
that
Wait, no.
Zidane-
Wait. Let me
Zidane
land.
have
Let me land.
Zidane have a Champions League. You said a Champions League winner. Does he have a Champions League? Clarify that for me,
No,
please.
it's not about Chelsea.
Oh,
No,
Chelsea.
I'm talking about Chelsea.
Oh, okay.
No,
Fine.
because he says Taliban ball. The hate, Eric, that Chelsea have received ever since we beat the crap out of Man City in a tactical beatdown. But Eric, you know what I think it may
What?
be? Everybody was expecting Pep to do a masterclass.
I mean,
The footballing world was expecting
Exactly.
Pep to, and what Tuchel did was it was such a high level of dud, and because Pep is footballing son, because he was on the receiving end of Tuchel's dud, people don't want to accept it.
They don't. If they could have paid money, and we know that Chelsea is a very disliked club, in the world,
For sure.
in the footballing world. So if people could have paid money, I'm sure they would have paid a lot of money to make sure that City gets that win. But it doesn't happen like that. It doesn't work like that. So it is what it is. These people that hate us, they don't have anything substantial to say. They don't have any kind of real criticism. Maybe you can mention individual players, but you don't have any real criticism, so you just revert to nonsense.
No, they don't. No, because I just think that and that's why I love the win so much, because it's really, really pained people that Chelsea won that, and people just can't give over the fact that Chelsea because remember, City have been knocking on the door for ages and ages. And remember, people say, "Oh, Pep is this great, amazing mastermind," and you got beat by a manager who came halfway through the season and didn't spend anywhere near as much money as you've spent, and you've been with this team for 5 years. It's just, I think the loss is such a massive L on Pep, and it's so embarrassing. People just can't take it. Your boy JJ Bridge says Sterling has been around forever and he's only 26. Yeah, I know it's true. I thought he was older. Because I think because he started super young. Because he started super young.
Technically, he's not, by definition, he's not even in his prime yet. If we're talking about prime in 2029, so that's what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, maybe he's having a good patch of form or something, but it's not like he's regressed to the point where you're like, oh, this dude is garbage, like he can't play whatever. So,
yeah.
Your boy Lanex says, what days do you guys? We'll be on Pro Clubs on Friday. So that's next one. We'll be on Pro Clubs on Friday. So do any of you guys think Sterling should try and take a dip to Spain and go to Barcelona?
No. That'd be a horrible decision, man.
Oh, wait. Why? I know. Give me the reason why, because I'm curious. Why would it be a horrible decision?
I mean, you can't win the Champions League with Barca. The chances are significantly low. I mean, it's close to impossible to do it with City, but it's even, more unlikely.
Eric, didn't you hear that Dani Alves is back? What are you talking about?
Marquez,
Dani Alves, come on. Next thing you know, Iniesta's coming.
Don't mock him. Marquez, don't do
Look, I appreciate Dani Alves, man. He was an amazing player. Look, Sterling is that would be a very bad decision. The best chance of him winning a trophy would be what? The Copa del Rey. Like he can't win anything at Barca, man. So why would he go there?
All right. Half Hope's baby mama. You need to finish and come change the baby's diaper. Now,
sorry.
Who is this in the AVI? Is that Raphael in the AVI?
I don't think so.
I can't see with my shades. Is that Raphael?
It's not.
It's not.
Who is it?
I don't know who that is.
It's like a Nollywood actress.
Okay, yeah, maybe it's another actress. Half Hope's baby mama. I don't know who you are, but whoever you are, I think you have mental issues, and I think you need to go and see someone deeply, because I just think you're actually suffering from serious mental issues, bro. So if you would need to see a psychiatrist, I can help you, bro. You know, weirdo. Mark, I'm gonna come to you for this one, bro, because I need your help here. And Mark, I know that you and Red Devil Studio are like tight. You know, you're like really, really tight guys and so forth. So we're hearing rumors that your boy Zidane might be saying what's up to Man United. And the last thing I read was, now these are only rumors is that he's warming to the idea. He's warming to the idea of joining your boys. Here's where, okay, let me just tell my views and I'll go over to you. I don't think Zidane will go. But if somehow he does go, it's going to be far better than Solskjaer. But if Zidane goes to United, don't just assume that you're going to get the Real Madrid success, because that was a younger Varane, that was a younger Cristiano, and they had Ramos, they had Modric, they had Kroos, they had Dani Carvajal, and they had a far better team that Zidane was clearly made for. So the chance of that happening, I'm not sure. So Magpies, what do you think of this high, and how likely do you think it will be? But before that, yes, sir, it says, yo, let me come and stream it. I need to talk football. Okay, yes, yeah, I'll drop you the link, bro. I know how much I'll drop you the link. So Magpies, talk to me, bro.
I mean, I can't speak for Red Devil, but I mean, for my observation.
Oh yes, you can, man.
Just observation. Because obviously I've been busy with exams and stuff, so so I'll keep the loop. But well, I think the first question is: are these rumors coming from Madrid zone? Because
thankfully not.
Because
bro.
Anyone quoting Madrid zone? That's that.
Magpies, they're in Class C. No, this is from Man United News.
It's on Man United News. Okay, fine.
Like, and they actually have like a blue tick.
Okay,
so it's from, I think it's called Men or something.
Oh yeah, Men. Yeah, I think I've heard them. I usually
Men. Yeah, and then the blue tick.
The tapping merchant, so yesterday, but at least generally speaking, like when it's there, like it's finals, you can kind of sort of all this sort of speculation and stuff. So as opposed to Madrid zone, not like just anything out their ass. But so from what I've seen, it looks like it's him or Brendan Rodgers. And the last thing that I read was that Zidane was interested, but would rather go in the summer. Now, I've always said that I think that Zidane would rather wait for the France job, because I think that Deschamps said he was leaving, if I recall, after the World Cup in 2022. So, whether that's either the France job or the PSG job, for example. So, and then like prepare to that. So that's why I was always thought Zidane was going to go, and I don't think that's going to change, irrespective of what men said. And I think he'll even just think as well, like maybe it's a bit too early to come to the Premier League based on the experience he has. Whereas I've seen more tentative links or close links that Brendan Rodgers will go to United, or is interested in going to United. So, I mean, to be fair, the dude, the dude, Brendan Rodgers is obviously definitely a step up of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I've always been a fan of Brendan Rodgers because I've liked the fact that he, that he coaches players with his team. He improves players. You saw that at Liverpool. Like I don't think Coutinho has played any better under anyone than Brendan Rodgers, to be honest. Even under Klopp, he was okay. Before he got sold, but under Brendan Rodgers, he was really, really good. So he improves players, he coaches players, and like he's won his silverware. He won his first trophy for Leicester, I think, last season. Do you remember who was in that final? HH.
Which final?
When Leicester won the trophy last season.
Yes, I do want to have.
No, just to give him the point. I'm like Brendan Rodgers. He's a good coach. He can out-tact the good coaches, and yeah. So I think United are probably going down that route. Then maybe the Zidane route.
Before I come to Yasir's side, man, Half Hope's baby mama says you forgot to mention you had another baby mama. What the f?
This is getting weird.
Is it a different one? What?
I'll say again. This says more about me than others. So maybe I need to look into myself. That what is it about me that I breed these psychopaths on here? Because I have guys who are creating personalities and so forth like this. So All I'm saying that basically this is beyond creepy.
Mm.
It's beyond creepy, but it is what it is. Wing will ban it. Look, Eric, come and take your fellow Nigerian guy.
That's King Ibani, man. That's him saying.
Harvest equals trash. Believe in the sick. He's back. Eric,
This guy has always had.
Look what your Nigerian
I mean,
man is saying.
he has had an agenda on Harvest for I don't even know how long, man.
I mean,
It's-
Eric,
it's
is he
too long.
wrong though? Is
Yes, yeah, relax.
Is
I
he
want to
wrong?
talk to you, relax, man.
Did Harvest score a Champions League winning goal, or did I miss that?
There
Did that
we go.
happen?
I
There we
mean,
It was
No, answer the question.
Yes, yeah,
Answer the
relax,
question.
man. Let
I
me
mean,
finish the
Torres
point.
did knock out Barcelona though.
No. But did Harvest score a Champions League winning
Who's
goal?
that? English Talents FC. Who says thank you for the dog, bro? English Talents says HH, you hate to respect my King Kane. Where is the image? Where is the emergency stream? England versus San Marino. Kane 7 goals into if this was a setting. Roberts, everyone would go mad. English Talent FC, you shameless piece of crap. You're a shameless piece of shite, man.
Guy.
English Talent FC, no, you are a shameless piece of
That's
shit.
shameless. That's shameless, man.
Sick moron. Junior Aziz, thank you for the dub. Says that the next World Cup is in another 4 years. Zidane can do 2 years at United and then still go for the France job and perhaps
Easy.
France
Very
team
easy.
in 2 years. But you see, Junior Aziz, though, my thing though is
I mean, the Euros.
Didier Deschamps may still be the manager. So you can't just assume. In football, never assume. Don't just assume that he'll still be the manager and so forth. You never assume that. So you have to say, now, you seemed very desperate to come on here. You know, like you have to say, like you sent me a DM and said, "Half up, you sad Nigerian piece of crap." And then you insulted my family, and then you called me bald.
I didn't do that.
And
I
then
didn't.
no, wait. Let me say, wait, no. Can I land? Thank you. You called me bald, and you called me names. Said that I'm a freaking useless dickhead. All kind of. I was like, wow, this is a bit weird, and so forth. And lots of other stuff I can't say because they crossed line because it was very personal because it insulted my family and so forth. So now you're here because you threatened me. You threatened me and you threatened my life. So yes, I'm putting here based off the threats that you've put towards me to give you the floor. Zidane to United. Yes.
Yeah, 1 second. Is Eric? Eric, you're Nigerian, right? Just want to know.
Eric,
Yeah.
you don't have to answer the question.
It's all because the thing is, HH, the jinx and the hex you put on Cristiano Ronaldo is gonna rebound. I'm telling you, you better pray Cristiano Ronaldo qualifies for Qatar. Because if he doesn't, then I'm afraid your beloved Nigeria might stay home as well.
Easy.
I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting.
No.
Eric. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Yes,
I'm
it's
telling
like,
you.
No,
can you
no,
please
telling you.
answer whether Zidane is coming to your club? We will cross that other bridge when you get there. Can you please answer whether Zidane is coming to your club?
I mean, HH. It's I don't understand. There's a lot of Man United fans out there that prefer Brendan Rodgers to Zidane,
Like Red Devil Studio.
and I just don't
Who's acting as Mad
understand
Studio.
that. I just because the thing is, it's like everyone. The reason why there's such an outrage for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's job, and we're being really honest, is because everyone believed this team is capable of winning trophies and competing for league titles. If I'm wrong, please stop me. So, if we want to compete, and if people believe this team is ready made to compete now, then get a manager that knows how to get the best out of a team, best out of a group of talented players. And that's Zinedine Zidane. I generally believe there's a misunderstanding. Probably he's extremely underrated, even by you, HH, because I saw that video you did on Zidane. I saw that video you did in Zidane. I believe he's top 5 managers right now. I don't think there's not. I cannot name you 4 other managers better than Zinedine Zidane, in my general opinion. So. No. I don't think Nagelsmann is a better manager. I don't think Tuchel is a better manager. I don't think Conte is a better manager than Zidane.
You see, Yase, you're mad. Yase,
Okay,
you're mad.
I am mad, but
Wait. Flick. Is Flick better?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I like Flick,
Yeah,
but
so you're
no,
mad. Yeah, so
no,
you're
no,
mad. Yeah, so
no.
you're
Hansi Flick
mad.
is not a better manager than Zidane. I'm not having it.
Wait.
Um,
What?
I don't think Hansi Flick is a better manager than Zidane.
Yeah, so you're
I,
mad.
I
You're mad.
see. It's just you didn't.
You're
Why
mad.
are you pushing me,
No.
HH?
I don't know. Yes, no, it's fine.
I
But
believe he's the
I
best
don't want you to
manager
know
in the
that you're
world.
smoking crack.
I think he's
All
the
I want
best
to know is
manager
that
in the world.
you're sniffing. You're sniffing.
HH,
You're sniffing.
he's the best manager in the world, in my opinion, but people don't want to have that conversation. I think he's better than Pep in the club. That's just my opinion. As today, modern day, Zidane's the best manager.
Guys, I listen to what this guy is saying.
Yes. But anyways,
chat. I listen to what this guy is saying.
but HH, it's like I said, disrespectful to Zidane. We move on. Yes, the
Yasin,
disrespect.
if
We
you
move on.
ask to come on, you can't come on after sniffing cocoa or after doing
Okay,
lines.
HH. Okay, let me ask you.
Heck?
Move on. Let's move
How
on.
do you do lines of cocaine and then come on a live show? What the heck?
Yasser, is this you? Because it would explain like
Relax.
You see, Red Devil, this is why I regret making you a co-host. This is why I was trying to ignore that. This is why I now regret giving you co-host. So you know what? I think Red Devil, I think I'm going to remove your privileges. Right? I'm going to remove your privileges. Let me deal with this right now. So, guys, in case you don't know, there are now. I think it's one person who's made 2 accounts of baby mamas. Guys, I don't have any baby mothers and so forth. I always go protect.
I don't know, HH. This is suspicious, though.
So
Very
my
suspicious.
guy is that, are you one guy as 2 people? Because guys, this is where it now gets creepy. I think it's one guy acting as 2 people. That's what I think it is. And if that is, Lord in heaven. So, yes, yeah.
Let me continue.
Can I ask you a personal question?
Yes.
Where do you get your cocaine from?
No, HH, relax. I mean, HH is okay.
No, you don't answer. No. Yes, what to say. Do you get it? Is it uncut pure or what? Like, where do you get it from?
Okay. Moving on. Will Man United get Zinedine Zidane? No, because Man United are not a big club anymore. Like HH, you said, we're not. If Man United were moving like a big club, Zidane would have been manager by now. It's not hard to convince a manager to come to Manchester United, unless you're Manchester United. It's that simple. You go to Zidane, you beg him, you give him anything he wants. You bring Cristiano Ronaldo, you bring Varane, you bring Pogba, you bring Martial, you bring anyone that speaks French. You bring Deschamps. You bring anyone that he ever played with, Desai, everyone to a house, and you beg them to come to Man United, but they don't want to do this. They don't want to deal with Zidane because Zidane is too good for Man United. I'm so shocked and embarrassed to say this, but he is too good for Man United. He's too good. He is. Zidane is. He's a genius. He's touched about the football guy. This guy is special. He's beyond special. So come to Man United, it just won't happen. And we're gonna hire Brendan Rodgers, which is a good manager, but we've been through the cycle before with David Moyes. I mean, what is the difference between Brendan Rodgers and David Moyes? If we look at the table, it will tell us that on form, David Moyes is a better manager than Brendan Rodgers, that's what what is form.
Yes, yeah, but your logic is
no. I don't understand that. Like how like
yes, no, bro. I think Yasser did a line or 2. I think he did.
No. How's that logic not? Wait, so you tell me Brendan Rodgers is a better manager than David Moyes?
Wait. Streets.
Okay,
How many lines do you think Yasser did before he came?
Yes,
Wait, Yasser, hold on.
Pull up the table. I didn't want to do this.
Yes,
pull up the table.
Streets, how many lines do you think Yasser did it before he came in? Hold up, let me give me your thing. How many lines do you think he did? Yes, continue.
No, actually, pull up the table. See, you think I'm lying. You think I'm lying.
No,
pull up the table, HH.
Yeah, look.
Pull up the table.
But Moyes would be a good option right now for United.
People telling me.
It's true.
No, people are telling me that Man United should hire Brendan Rodgers. Yes, Brendan Rodgers is a good manager. He is a better manager than Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. But as Manchester United, we should hire the best manager for the job, not the manager that's better than Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. That's easy. That's an easy job.
It's not about being better manager on Gunnar Solskjaer. It's about it's about coaching. Yeah. So it's not about just this is like. Do you not like? This is the problem when like you need to look at how a manager actually does for his players.
he's been super overachieving.
Yeah,
with those
they're
guys.
assuming that this whole Leicester or fifth, sixth, that type of thing has always been no. They were mid-table. They were so. Brendan Rodgers brought this level of consistency. Yes, okay, he's not been able to breach the Champions League spots, but the reality is that he's Leicester have not spent nowhere near as amount as the Chelseas, the Uniteds, the Cities, etc. And yet, with the players that he's got from lower divisions, he's able to improve. So that's what I see in a
Magpie.
coach. It's not just about the trophies that you win. Is that with the players that you got, have you actually been able to improve those players, what you got? And in fairness to him, you know, he won a trophy last season.
Here's a problem I have with that argument. Who are we then? We're Manchester United. Manchester United, if we're talking about getting a coach to work with scraps and everything, bro, we don't have scraps.
Wait. Yes, because we have to move on to the last one. So yes, do you believe you're going to get Zidane, yes or no?
I don't. I generally, in my heart of heart, I believe Zidane's too good for Man United. He will never come to Man United.
That's my story. I never want to hear say that again.
No, this is true.
Hold on. Wait, let me just take some dubs. Yeah. So first of all, from Wing Wubani, who says Kai had 3 out of 10 and 4 out of 10 against Malmo and Norwich. Wing Wubani, you filthy stinking hater.
Fair
he
point.
Still scored the Champions League winning goal. So please have some hope now. And boy, now this is where things get weird.
I don't know how to. What?
I wish Ronaldo wasn't white so I could like him. The white half hope. What? That makes no sense, actually.
Guys, I have no comments, guys.
Is that you have a stepson? You have a stepson as well. Half hope stepson. I saw it. Yeah.
Yes, it's beyond creepy, bro. It's beyond creepy. Eric,
wait, sorry, 1 second. This isn't related to me.
Fake pies. What does that mean?
What?
Fake pies.
What? Wait. Is your girl white?
What? What's he talking about?
No. But is your girlfriend white or is your lady friend white?
Oh, I'm dating around. I'll leave it at that.
Okay, when you do this round, are you more on the white tip or black tip, mixed tip?
It does. I've different shades and colors, bro, man. So different Indian, African, Chinese, man. So don't worry.
Nice, man. So what's it called? In the words of the dude in Big Lebowski, so you're racially cool.
Exactly. You know, so like get that diversity. You know what I mean?
Nice, man. Nice. So Rick, talk to me. So Rick, do you think Zidane is going to end up at United?
No, I don't think he isn't coming to England, let alone United. I think he would need to like make sure he knows what he's getting into first, because the last thing he wants is to ruin his very high reputation.
Yeah.
So I don't think he's gonna do that. Well, at least not anytime soon. But the way I'm saying it, I don't think Yassi has put in enough respect on Brendan Rodgers' name.
Oh no, I know.
Yeah, Brendan Rodgers would be he would be a very good option. He'll be a huge, like if Brendan Rodgers signs for United, I would be worried. I would actually be concerned, because this guy has a proven track record. Even look at what he did at Liverpool. He has a proven track record of improving players. So,
Eric, would you take him over Tuchel?
No. What? Of course not.
Okay then. So what are you saying, Eric? What are you telling me?
So who is the
Okay,
best? Who's the next
no,
best
so
player?
yes, so you're comparing Rogers and Tuchel to Rogers and Ole.
No,
But
you already
so
said. Yeah.
but then my point that I was trying to make the whole time is Man United. If Man United are in a situation now that they rather take anyone over Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, then
It's
we're not
not
a big club
anyone.
anymore.
It's Brendan Rodgers. It's not any. Why are you saying anyone? It's
I
Brendan
mean,
Rodgers.
no. I
Brendan
mean,
Rodgers is one of the best managers in the Premier League.
If he was a bum, how did he win the FA Cup last season?
Wigan has won the FA Cup. So let's move on with that one, bro. Arteta has won the FA Cup. So let's move on, bro.
Look, yes, sir. The reality is Brendan
Did
Rodgers
they
will
have
be
the
a
same
huge-
budget as
No, they
well,
didn't. I'm pretty sure they didn't.
Nah,
Okay,
come on.
cool. Wait, guys. So, okay, before we go to our final thing, because there's a question I want to ask you guys, man. Halfop's village elder. You must marry in our tribe. Don't bring baby mamas.
What is your tribe anyway? Which? I have an idea, but I'm not 100% sure.
Guys, moving on to the final topic right now. So, guys, what we're going to do in a lot of these live shows and so forth is we're going to look at a past player and we're going to give a key assessment on this past player. And I want the streets to also get involved in this. So, I want to pull up this dude. So, he's going back into management.
Yes.
Where we are, 131.40. So, he's going back into management right now. And he is doing it the right way. But I wanted to look at Gerrard, the player. I remember it was me and I think Red Devil said this some time ago in a few streams, and he said that he's never won a Premier League. And the fact that you've never led your club to a league, that holds something back against you. And as much as I respect it, I was like, cool. But this image is a very strong image. It's a very strong image. I get it. He slipped. I get it. Banana peel. I get it. Mourinho tax. I get it. Demba Ba. I get it. Your boy Willian and so forth. I get it. But the thing, Hope, is I've never looked at Gerrard as a technically gifted player. You know, one day we will, like, on one of the hangouts, maybe during an international break, we're going to have. Oh, actually, there's actually not an international break, but we're definitely going to have a Gerrard, Scholes, Lampard discussion, because I've always said, Scholes is technically the best out of them three. But I've always respected Gerrard as an impact player. But I think what's held me back from putting Gerrard in that upper echelon, which let's say the likes of like a Nedved, a Pirlo, a Vieira, and so forth, is he flopped at internationally for the World Cup at the Euros. Coach sucks and everything, but he flopped. But what makes me give Gerrard just like, you know what, is what he did in not only the Champions League, in the freaking final. What he did in that Champions League final against one of the most talented Milan teams, I think, was freaking huge. And that, for me, negates never winning the league. Never win the league, okay, that's, yeah, bro. And especially when you were so close and you were really with the reason. But that Champions League thing, you got to say what's up. So I'll come to you, Eric. And also, I want to hear thoughts from the streets as to where you rank it. So, Eric, where would you rank Gerrard, man? Or how do you see Gerrard? I mean, where does he rank amongst midfielders or even players for you?
I think Gerrard is he has to be one of the best midfielders of his generation. I think he's on a very similar level with someone like Lampard, for example. And there are obvious reasons why people keep comparing both of them. I think he's just at his best, he was world class. He was world class for so many years.
Oh, so you thought he was world class at the point?
Yes, I do. Yeah, between maybe like 05 to 08, 09, maybe. I think what he did, even though he didn't win the title, which is similar to the whole Kane thing, but obviously he won trophies. He won FA Cups and things like that. But in terms of what he did in the league, I think he was, and not just in the league, like you said, in the cup competitions as well. I think he was one of the best midfielders in England for sure, and one of the best in his generation. Yeah, just a very talented, special. I'm never going to disrespect Gerrard, even though I don't think he was as good as Lampard. I think Lampard was better, but it's more about being effective, because I think there are so many reasons why you can compare both of them. Because you said you don't think he was technically gifted, and that's similar with Lampard. I don't think Lampard was particularly technically gifted, but he was quite effective. So that's why they both, get compared, I guess. But yeah, I think he was very, he was a world class player, one of the best.
Okay, before I come to Magpie, so the White Hufflepot says, "Why does Magpie Studio sound white like me?" All right. First of all, that's super weird. That's super weird. But let's go slightly weirder, shall we? Latino have a hope. Chelsea se este lubricando. Vamos, mis amigos. Guys, I'll tell you this right now. Whoever is doing this, I have no words. I'm speechless. I am completely and also speechless because this is beyond incredible. So, Magpies, please take it away. Jared, talk to me, please.
Wow, I'm not really sure what happened there, but yeah, this picture is iconic. I'll give Gerald that because
Yeah, bro, he balled in the final, man.
he balled
I
in the
know,
final.
you are born and bred to hate Liverpool, man, but he balled in the final, bro.
No. You respect you respect these things because at the end of the day, like he took. It's one of the things that you ask from like because did he captain this as well? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Was he the captain? Yeah, exactly. So it's one of the things that ask as a quality of a captain is that can you turn up, in the big moments and can you motivate your team to come back? And you saw him, that was a proper captain's performance, So for this particular performance and for being able to captain his side, to turn it back, like you can't obviously hate because even some of the big names that we're talking about, like, let's be real, and like a Neymar, for example, could you see a Neymar captain bring that kind of thing to it? No, of course not.
Well, if he's focused, he could. But so
maybe, but it's just like, if you think about the context of this game when they were 3-0 down, do you think that Neymar? I just don't see Neymar being, and not just him, but other players. Maybe it's one football thing now. I don't know, but there are not that many players that I think right now. Maybe you could bring Ronaldo in there possibly, but most when you're 2-0, 3-0 down, to have that psychology to be like, right, okay, let's come back, let's go in, and you build until you eventually win the game. So you've got to respect Gerrard for that, absolutely. I would still say the likes of Scholes is technically better than Gerrard. And obviously, not winning a Premier League, it's a bit sketchy. Liverpool didn't have necessarily the best of squads, but I think just even being close would have been nice. But yeah, no, he was a good midfielder, and I guess the question,
he never won the league. I know you're thinking that.
No, I'm thinking about. I guess the question is like if I guess maybe a question would be to Liverpool fans to be if Gerrard didn't play for Liverpool, how relevant would Liverpool be? Because that's the question. Because then you can gauge his impact. Because if you just took Gerrard out of the squad throughout the entire duration, would Liverpool, be where they are right now?
Hard to say.
I don't know.
Oh, wait. Let me, before I come to Yasir, man. Your boy Waski Jackson says, "HH, you've opened up a faulty multiverse, bro." You see, no, like my thing is that I think even Doctor Strange would be like, bro, this is beyond my powers because.
Is this not you cussing Peter Parker and Spider-Man? Maybe that's what happened.
No, bro. I think Doctor Strange would be like, bro, I don't think I can help because like this isn't a multiverse. This is a screwed up verse. It's a screwed up verse of literal mental psychopaths who are inventing personalities and are now creating. Basically, it's a motivator that has taken on a pattern. But as I said again, I breed cycles. Maybe I'm a cycle.
You know, I
Now,
couldn't find. You know, I couldn't find what you. Yeah, I saw your tweet saying that did Lizard just get punched by air, and I was like, "What is HH talking about?" Until you post the clip, I was like, "Wait, hold on, what,
bro? No. I know this is separate, but he got punched. Like, if you watch that Brazil trailer, you literally see his head pop, and no one's there.
Air.
They
Lizard,
obviously had them in there. There's a discussion between Sony and Marvel, and they decided last minute, bro, let's save it. So they obviously just edited them out. But obviously, for some strange reason, the Brazil trailer obviously had that bit where you see his head pop up, which you don't see in the trailer that we have. So
You got 2 pieces by air.
no. So basically, he got 2 pieces by oxygen. He got 2 pieces by oxygen. And so what's it called? Wing Umbani says, can Iniesta carry a team for 4 years? Messi tax is real. But you could also say that Messi had Iniesta tax. Wing Umbani apparently says that Iniesta is overrated and not that good. So Umbani he's slightly cycled.
Don't worry, he'll be at Barcelona soon, so we can see.
Hey, wait. Hold on, relax. Yes, Jared, where do you rank him?
No, I mean, like Magpie and Eric really stated a lot of stuff.
Wait. Is this the real Ransom Bands?
I don't know. I don't know, HH.
I have no idea. Oh, well, I have no idea what that's even the real Ransom Band. But yeah, you have to go talk.
No. They spoke elegantly about this topic. I agree with them, and I genuinely believe taking the whole Liverpool thing away. I as a player, I generally hate. I really like him, and I hate him at the same time. I hate the fact that he plays for Liverpool. Let's be real. That he played for Liverpool. As a player, I generally like him as a player. So yeah,
put your hatred of Liverpool to one side.
I actually like him as a player, and the only problem I always had with Gerrard, and this is my general problem, is that sometimes I feel like he got overhyped a little bit or overrated a little bit because he was playing with at times the certain Liverpool teams that he was playing with were not that good. And just because you're playing with not that good players, just because you shine because of them doesn't mean you're like the best midfielder in the world, et cetera, et cetera. I just feel like sometimes he just because he shined, he played, he was the best player in a bad bunch, and he carried that Liverpool team. At times, he kind of rode that coattail too long. In my opinion, that's what I'm pretty much trying to say. He kind of rode like, oh, I play with bad teams, and look what I'm doing, type of thing. And I a lot of times, like this is football, and I'm in the situation where like you're a player, you control your own destiny. And I do.
So do you put him ahead of Lampard and Scholes, or behind Lampard and Scholes?
I think he was a better player than Lampard, in my opinion. I think him and Scholes are very close. I will edge.
Very close.
Yeah, I think it's close between him and Scholes, in my opinion. Because the thing I liked, I would tell you about Gerrard is he has something about him that he can carry a team. Like you always talk about.
Can he control a game? Can he dictate the tempo of the game from midfield?
He can't do that, and I agree with you. And I said I prefer Scholes, but there's just something about Gerrard that it was, I don't know what it is about him that he just boom out of nowhere score banger when the team needed it. Like like for example in the Istanbul game, he scored the first goal, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
It came out of nowhere. He literally came out of nowhere. And it was that about him in a player that there's certain players that just have that in them that just, I don't know how to explain it is like. I don't want to call it heart and desire, but that I'm gonna get it done type of thing. I don't care what everyone around me is doing type of thing, but I'm gonna get it done. I'm gonna get it done no matter what. And whoever's gonna come for the ride will come for the ride. And I like that in players. Like that's sometimes what I criticize about Messi is like when the going gets tough, you sulk. Not Gerrard doesn't do that, And so yeah, that's just my opinion about Gerrard. Is like I always will prefer Scholes over Gerrard. I just will, but the problem I always had, and I really liked him as a player, and at times I feel like he should have left Liverpool. In my opinion, there's specific times where he could have left Liverpool and he didn't.
So who should have left Liverpool?
Gerrard. I think he should have left Liverpool, in my opinion. Because there's times where he just couldn't do nothing with the team that he had around him, and he could have done.
Yes, sir. Yeah, just briefly, why exactly do you think that Gerrard is better than Lampard? Or was better?
I just, this is tough, guys. Like I go back and forth with these arguments. I just prefer. I feel like when I'm building a team, it's hard for me to find a replacement for Gerrard than Lampard.
He said he was better. See, Lampard for me is a better player, but I may probably have Gerrard. Gerrard, I think, can do more and can be more effective for you. But if he's saying who's the better player, Lampard is the better player. He's the better
for me, you just stated it perfectly. For me, in my opinion, like you just said right now, I would say no, Gerrard is a better player because I believe Gerrard could do more. I feel like if I'm building a team, it's harder for me to find a replacement for Gerrard than it is Lampard. That's just my opinion.
When you say more, are you talking about defending or what exactly? Is it flexibility in the positions?
For me, it's just exactly you said. It's just flexibility. I just feel like with Lampard, I can find I find more players to do what he can do and be as effective, in my opinion. I just feel like that's just that's for me. That's just I just feel like as Gerrard, it just will be difficult to replace in my team. I feel like Gerrard would be a very key player in my team. And I feel like Lampard is like he's the one that can be dispensable. So in my opinion, I would have had Scholes and Gerrard in the same team, and I would have taken Lampard out.
No. For me, I think Gerrard is. I would have again. Hindsight is 2020. I would have loved to see Gerrard in a different league and in a different team.
Yeah,
so like Gerrard at the Barca or Gerrard at Real Madrid and see how he would have felt. Because I think that would have then showed you, okay, boom, how does he now work in totally different environments, in totally different team? Similar to like when he saw McManaman move to Real Madrid, which actually improved him as a player. But I just think Gerrard is one of those guys where, technically speaking, in terms of football fundamentals of controlling a game, I don't think he's as good as, let's say, Xavi, Pirlo, Modric. So he's not in the upper echelon of midfielders, but he may just be in that second tier below like the top guys. Because he could play in several positions. You could put him in number 10. You could put him slightly deeper. You could put him as a CM. You could put him as a box to box. But if you're not comparing like Lampard, just technically speaking, I think was technically a better footballer.
I'll say this, HH. In my opinion, out of the three that we just mentioned, Gerrard, Scholes, and Lampard, I believe Lampard is the best scorer. Out of those three, there's not even close. I think he's, in terms of scoring, they can. Gerrard and Scholes cannot touch Lampard.
You said you could replace Lampard. Can you replace his goals in the midfield?
I think I feel like there's better players in that position that I can replace. Yeah, I could.
Yes. How many midfielders can score at the rate that Lampard did as a midfielder? Come on, bro.
No, but then it's like, okay, when I say that,
is it not like, because say what you want, like that is something very unique to Lampard. Now I don't know internationally or so forth, but Gerrard cannot even come close to the kind of goal scoring that Lampard gave you as a midfielder. So Lampard has him beat there, and I think that in tight spaces and so forth, Lampard works better because I think Lampard's footwork was a bit more tighter and better than Gerrard. But Gerrard is the kind of guy where, okay, we need someone to come clutch. We need someone to pull out something. Mm-hmm. He can do something. Like in our game in the UCL final, I think he played right back. So he could be played right back because someone did him, boom. So he's a guy that's, man, when the chips are down, he can come in and give you something, give you chips and play multiple positions. But, footballing-wise, it's a bit tricky. Wait, so your boy, Half Hope's sugar daddy, says, Zad, come back. Together with Tukeliban, we win the screw you.
Europa League?
Yeah, screw this loser.
How do you guys end up in Europa League, though?
Lampisco was the truth. Don't let LL brainwash you. King Gambani. Don't.
What's
Think
King?
about
What's
it,
King
please.
Bang is smoking now, man? It's a bit too.
Just
stop,
don't.
man.
Guys, look, man, it's been swell. It's been lovely. It's been amazing. It's been sexy. It's been grand. Guys, any final words? Good. Guys, peace out, stay tuned, and I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys on Friday. One love. Peace out.